Good morning. It is currently the 4th of August. It is 1:10 p.m. Woke up at 12, but I was just like sitting in bed, lying, meditating for like the last hour, trying to just listen to the universe. Something I've been doing. Started yesterday because I don't check my phone anymore. When I wake up, I go straight to change and I go straight to you, and now I'm sort of opening up my computer. But one of the thoughts that the universe, that God was telling me that really scared me is the concept of unfollowing everyone on Instagram, doing the like 0 or 1 follow my business account only on Instagram. The universe has been nudging me to do so. It's been telling me, hey, like if you want to get to this next level, this is something you need to do. Because it's scary. Like my emotional side is like, man, I'm scared to upset people by unfollowing them. I'm scared that people will unfollow me. I'm scared that people that I like will unfollow me and they'll let me down. I'm scared that I'll lose the connection and follow with a lot of celebrities that I know and big people I know. What if people get mad at me? They don't like me. They think I'm cocky. They think I'm too good for them. Like all these thoughts are rolling in. But I just have a feeling that if I just do it, I'm going to be happy. It's sort of like that feeling of you see that cute girl and you want to go up and say hi. Well, the universe is telling you to go up and say hi. But you have all these anxiety, all these thoughts and objections that's holding you back from making that decision that you know it's correct. So as I'm talking through to you guys, one, let me just quickly check my notification, make sure nothing is gone. Okay, let me read all these messages. Okay, I just have a message from a bunch of friends checking in, so I'm going to remove that. I'm going to start this process. I'm really nervous. I don't want to. Yeah. Okay, I'm doing it. So you can see I got 10.9k followers and I'm following 589 people. Oh man. Oh, I started. I unfollowed the first person. These old high school friends. It's happening. Oh my God. It is happening. I'm going through it. Ah. It's every unfollow is like a pain. I'm looking at all these old friends, all these old people. It's like so much nostalgia. I'm like nervous. Like I'm feeling my heart beating as I just unfollow everyone in my accounts. I guess this is what growth means, all right? Doing things that make you uncomfortable. I'm unfollowing, damn, a bunch of girls as well. Older mentors. Family. Oh, but I'm doing it undiscriminately. But I feel like if I can get through this, the version of me that doesn't care about who you're following, how many followers you have on Instagram, who follows you back, the version of me that doesn't care about that, I think is that next version of me. And I want to get to that. And I just know, I have a feeling that the opposite will happen. Like my fear that, hey, everyone will get mad at me, everyone will get pissed at me. I have a feeling that the opposite will happen because I think when I see people that follow no one on Instagram, I like low key like respect them. I'm like, oh, I see you. See that you don't care about this superficial thing on Instagram where you care about who you follow, who follows back. Like it's such a superficial thing. Man, so I was following like 600 people. I'm down to 400, 540. Because you have to do it one by one. Man, there's some accounts that follow me back and they have like an epic ratio. And it's such an honor to be in one of their follow, be one of the people they follow, but that's such a superficial thought. Man, there's some big accounts from like very successful entrepreneurs I'm unfollowing. Oh, but I'm gonna feel better after this. I am gonna feel better. Oh, there's people that I really respect that I'm unfollowing right now. Uh, all right, let's. I'm curious if I'll get banned if I unfollow too many people in one go. Let me check because it'll mark as like a red flag. I have around 500 people that I follow on Instagram. I'm looking to unfollow them all. If I sit down and just unfollow each account one by one over the next 1 hour, will my account get flagged for repeated activity or is it fine? Let's see. Oh, this sucks. It says 100 to 150 unfollows per 24 hours. So I just unfollowed like 50 people, I think. What was that one? Yeah, like 60 people. Ah, I'm like delving into that scary feeling of like people going to my account, seeing that I unfollowed them. I don't even know how they'll be able to see that, to be honest. And then them saying, damn, why did Andy unfollow me, but he still follows everyone else? Like you can see how my people-pleasing traits are still there. And this is an exercise to kick that trait, right? I guess this is the universe training me, practicing, getting me stronger. And I want to teach what I preach. Like I'm pushing my mentee Raymond to go out and collect phone numbers and cold approach girls. And he has to deal with that anxiety. And I'm like, for me, I guess it would be easy to go around just cold approaching girls and getting phone numbers. It's something that I'm pretty comfortable with now. But obviously for him, it's really uncomfortable. Just like how it's really, really uncomfortable for me to just start unfollowing everyone I know. I started it and I can't stop now. The painful part is like pausing and not getting my account flagged. All right. Let's start work and let's just feel this emotion. But I feel like I'm growing. Like I feel like I'm literally, like I feel like because this is hard, because it's something I'm scared to do, it means I'm moving in the right direction. That's the positive silver lining reframe. It's so bad. Like I have these irrational fears that people somehow have these notifications on where as I'm unfollowing them, they get hit with this notification that Andy has just unfollowed you and so much anxiety. Let's push through it. So every time I go on my phone to post TikToks, I'm gonna unfollow 20 people. So I'm down to 500, and I was following people that I used to look up to, people that respect me, and all these people pleasing anxiety is sort of kicking in. But I think by simply doing this small exercise, I can already see myself not worry about not replying to people, getting back to people, because the anxiety I got from unfollowing everyone is already so much and so high that by really unfollowing everyone, like that's like the final boss of not being a people pleaser, right? So yeah, that's how I feel. Let's get on with the day. And the anxiety that is that I'm dwelling with doing this. But I feel like I'm growing. Yeah, so gotta sit with it and let me try to find the silver lining in this. What I'm doing right now is forcing me to grow, and I want to grow to be a better person. And to hit my goal of 30K per month in August, I'm gonna have to change and be a different person because the version of me of the last 2 years hasn't hit this goal. So I have to be a completely different person, and this is a great way to hack and trigger growth and trigger change in the person I am. On the flip side, I'm looking at my YouTube and Facebook analytics. The views and the revenue is starting to go up. Like I'm starting to feel like an exponential is happening with my whole new daily vlogging, mass posting on 6 different Instagram accounts, reposting the best performing like I feel this small upward trajectory that's starting to happen and come. So yeah, maybe this is a great catalyst and trigger for that. A shift in the universe, me jumping to a different dimension, to a different reality where it's a more not people pleasing version of me. Like when people ask me, oh Andy, why did you unfollow everyone? I think like a great answer, I was just thinking about it, I haven't thought it fully, but I care more about caring for people more than following people. That's a great answer. A lot of people follow people, but they don't really care about that person. They're just following for the sake of following. If that person they followed reached out to ask for help, you might not even help them. So I'd rather care for people in real life versus follow them. A nice feeling of freedom is starting to come through me. Nice feeling of peace. The last time I felt like this was when I made a decision to stop asking people for their Instagrams, because I was so used to going out, going to parties, asking for people's Instagram, following them, getting the follow back. If they didn't follow me back, unfollow them. And then I was like, you know what? I don't want to ask people for their Instagrams again. If they are really, really cool, then they'll eventually come back into my life. And if they are really, really cool, get their phone number. Because I'll get all these people's Instagram and I'll never ever talk to them ever again. I was like, this is so futile. And when I made that decision, my life exponentially got better. So I have a feeling that the same thing's going to happen with this exercise. I already find myself trying to think of answers and replies to give to people when they ask why I did it. And you know what? No explanation. People don't deserve it. Like, there's no need to explain myself. Now it's a bit harder if they're going to ask me in person. And And I'll let future Andy figure it out then. I think it's case by case. Each person will probably like a different answer, and I'll give a different answer to each individual person. I'm also glad I have this blog. You guys keep me accountable. You give me a medium where I can talk and share my thoughts and feelings. Yeah, it really soothes my anxiety. I see myself locking in. For some reason, usually I don't go straight to work in this much of a locked in state, but man, I'm locked in. I think just like how I'm starting to eat dinner in silence, and it just opens up so much mental headspace and capacity for me to give more to those that are near and dear to me. I have a feeling of just letting everyone go on Instagram is gonna do a similar thing. As my anxiety is starting to get soothed, it's still there. Like I feel like I'm growing. It's like that feeling of you ask that girl, you go ahead and talk to her, and now you're chatting, you're like, whew, the hard part is done. Obviously, I still have to unfollow another 500 people, but the hard part of me just starting that process, it's done. I am still thinking of all the people that are going to be upset of me, but I feel like I am the version of me that truly doesn't give a fuck. Like I feel like that version of me is starting to form. To give context, I want to not care about what people think, but really, really care about people. Oh my God, that's such a banger. I want to not care about what people think. I want to care about people. That's why I want to focus more on caring about people, not caring about what they think. Man, I'm thinking of old childhood friends. If they saw it, they saw that I unfollowed them and I still am following 500 people. They might think, damn, did I say something bad to Andy, blah, blah, blah. But the thing is, all these thoughts I'm thinking might not even happen. Like my childhood friends might not even see or realize I unfollowed them. So all this anxiety is for nothing. But as I'm locked in, I feel like this anxiety is removing any other things that doesn't matter, like people I need to get back to. Like all I know is I just need to focus on the task at hand and manage this anxiety. So the anxiety is ironically forcing me to just be laser focused. It's crazy. The people pleasing side of me wants to message everyone and be like, hey, just want to let you know I'm unfollowing you. It doesn't mean I don't like you. Like I just want to give everyone a PSA. Like that's how much of a people pleasing really care about what people think. Like that's so in me, and me doing this is purging that. And I'm gonna come out a new man, a new person. Man, this vlog is forcing me to do a lot of crazy things. Crazy for me at least. Well, I guess crazy for everyone. Who do you know that has 10,000 followers, even if you have 500 followers and it's all your friends, but you unfollowed everyone? No one, right? None of my friends have done that. I know no one. So what I'm doing is an outlier move. And if you think, oh, dude, like Andy, you're overthinking it, it's not that bad. You do it then, you unfollow everyone. Because if you really could, you would. It's whether one, you need to keep up and you need to know what's happening in people's life. Two, you feel the exact same anxiety that I'm feeling, where you don't want to let people down. Three, you need the follow back. Like there's so many reasons why you would be scared to do what I'm doing. So don't freaking, what's the right word? Don't think you're better than me, but if you think it's that easy, do it yourself and let me know. I'm just thinking on how, from the outside perspective, man, things are just ramping up. Like all my recent posts have been getting like on average 100,000 views. They're collaborating with these fan accounts I've created, where if you go to the fan account, you see me posting hundreds of videos of all the different things I've been doing. I now am gonna probably only have one following. Like, yeah, this is, a lot of this has started with the vlog. The fan accounts, I did that last week or the week prior, but yeah, a lot of changes are happening. I guess that the goal 30K per month for August 2026, it's forcing me to like make drastic changes for the better. And I think that's why manifestation is possible, and is that's why manifestation is so powerful. By setting a deadline and keep reminding yourself that, you're going to force changes to try and meet that goal that you've been consistently repeating in your mind. As I've used these fan Instagram accounts where I follow no one, and as I've stopped using Instagram to doom scroll, I realized that I don't really need Instagram. Like, I'm able to go through life. Like, I still can use Instagram DMs. People message me directly. Like, I talk to my mentors through WhatsApp. Like, there's no need or purpose for Instagram for me. And it's empowering to, it's sort of like you collect all these empty boxes for items that you've bought, and you store it because you're a hoarder. And you realize, hey, I'm never going to use these empty boxes, and you throw it all out, and there's this huge sense of relief after you do it. That's what I'm starting to feel. So, upon trying to find a shirt I sold on eBay, I was trying to clear and make space to fit all my clothes and fold it in a way where it's like more organized, and it just couldn't work. Like, I couldn't rejig things to fit it in. And I had to like make fundamental changes where I'm like, there used to be a bunch of boxes, things I stored up there. I took it out. I'm going to use it for storage of clothes. I'm going to put all the boxes somewhere else. In the other spot, I'm going to throw away all those boxes. Like, I'm having to throw things away to make this work. Like, me just resizing things, rejigging, trying to move things around to squeeze things in, like it's at its limit. And I think that's the metaphor for how I'm feeling. Like, right now, with the way I'm currently moving, I've like maxed out. And if I really want to grow, I'm going to have to make some actual changes. I'm going to have to throw things out. So that's what I feel right now. I'm still feeling quite a bit of anxiety. It's starting to fade-ish, but I know that this is just the initial anxiety, and future Andy is going to be very, very grateful that he made the current decision. Like, man, it was like so tedious using Instagram prior. Trying to follow everyone, see who follows back, trying to maintain a ratio, whatever it may be, all those very little things. I was very small thinking, small-minded. People who really give a fuck about me wouldn't care that I follow no one and I don't follow them. I ruined my sort of routine by diving into this reorganization rabbit hole, but I'm eventually going to have to do it eventually. So I might as well nip it in the bud and get it over and done with now. Just like the Instagram, I'm eventually going to unfollow everyone. Let's just nip it in the bud and make that improvement now. I found myself rushing a bit, where I was like trying to rush to finish this off so I can get back on schedule. But I was like, you know what, let me move and just get this done gracefully. There's no rush, there's no deadline. Let me just take it slow and steady. Like, for example, I want to rush and just unfollow all 500 people in one go and just rip the band-aid off. But obviously, if I do that, my account may get flagged. Just need to take it slow and steady. Like, I feel myself literally growing as I'm sitting in this discomfort. That means I'm doing something correctly. Okay. Let's try to get up here. Nice, got it in. I'm like building a system where all the sweaters go up there, or the shirts go down here, or the shorts go on another section. Building the foundation as we speak. Oh, damn. It's weird. I like freed up a bunch of more space, but that space just got filled up. That just shows how crammed everything was prior. If I opened up a bunch of space and it instantly got absorbed, meaning previously it was just like overflowing. Creating a rabbit hole of tasks, like I need to clean the ceiling, wipe things down, vacuum, I still need to throw out a bunch of boxes, so I create a spiral of problems, but let's just take it slow and steady, and then future Andy is going to be grateful that he did this. I also have people that messaged me, reached out, that I haven't been able to get back to, so I feel bad there as well. Now I really understand what my mentor Tony meant by only doing things that he has to. He would only wait until when the task was needed and he'll get it done then and there. He wouldn't get it done ahead of time. Whereas like the old me would have thought it's productive to have a to-do list, get things done ahead of time. But I just wait until the moment when it's needed. And upon doing it then and there, the situation has changed drastically. So when you do things early, you lose out on that. You lose out on the progression of the task. You don't end up being able to like kill 3 birds with 1 stone. So yeah, the lesson I got was like, wait until you really just get things done when it's needed. Don't try to like be quote unquote productive and try to get things done early. Cool, that fits there. Things are starting to pan out. Starting to feel a bit better. So that rabbit hole started because I was struggling to find this shirt that I sold on eBay. Crazy how this started a whole rabbit hole effect. But I'm starting to feel good. Last thing I need to do is throw out a bunch of boxes to make space for all the things I took out of here. So I'm now trying to figure out what empty boxes I should throw out. Like for example, this is expensive Moe Gym sunglasses. Probably worth 300, 400, 500. I don't know if I should throw out the box, but I don't know if I'm gonna sell it. Okay, you know what? We'll create 3 piles. We'll create a pile for, these are the things I can confidently want to throw away. Maybe, and then things I'm gonna keep. We'll do that. That'll be the system so far. Maybe, throw away, keep. Like for example, this empty MacBook. Oh wow, this is such a beautiful, this is the M1 I believe. Curious is there stuff inside here? Like stuff like this, I don't know. It's hard. Well, I guess the laptop, that has resale value for sure. So I guess I want to keep things that have resale value. Yeah, I'm not gonna open it up because it's gonna create a mess. Maybe I can do a formula. Anything that I can resell more, that's like has resale value more than $100, keep. That's a good formula. So a lot of sunglasses, I guess. And stuff like this, an Oral-B electric toothbrush. And do I keep something like this or do I throw it away? Put it into maybe Oakley box or a ring. Is this the actual ring or just the size kit? It's a size kit. Let me store this. I'm not doing too good of a job because it feels like everything well, I guess I can throw this away. Everything I'm like, not too sure if I should keep or throw away. I want to be throwing away much more stuff. Okay, I'm starting to find things I can throw away, like this solar panel box for this Arlo solar panel. The solar panels are dead. I can't resell those at all. Man, I don't even know why I have the empty box for this lamp. I don't even have this lamp. Yeah, let me just throw this away. Okay, I'm starting to throw things away, which is good. Check this out, so many items. Now, after seeing so many items I have, the maybe items, I'm like, okay, let's throw out the maybes as well because I just don't have space to hold the maybes. It's a bit frustrating because it's now 4 p.m. and I didn't get to do much work today. So as a result, I didn't get to do much unfollowing today. So I'm stuck in limbo with following 500 people, 480 people, unfollowing a lot of people I care about. But let me just learn to sit. This is training, teaching me to sit with the discomfort of people pleasing and worrying about what people might think and worrying about hurting people's feelings. Yeah, really practicing sitting with it. I'm like checking my messages, worried that someone's gonna say something, but people don't know that you unfollowed them, so yeah. So I shouldn't stress too much. But I finally cleared and made everything fit. To be honest, I didn't throw away as much things as I wanted to, because I'm not that much of a hoarder. I sort of keep things that I feel like are valuable and I need. So that's why it's hard for me to throw things away, because I'm not keeping random unvaluable things. I know I have more space in the garage, but I'll use that and clear that when I need to. Alright, let me clean everything up and then we'll wrap up and go exercise, I guess. Only 4 p.m. That whole crazy side quest I went on just because I struggled to find this shirt that I'm going to sell on eBay. It created that giant rabbit hole, which I'm grateful that I got done. It's like, whew, at least I got that done. I'm still stressing about Instagram. A friend collaborated with me on my main account, so people are going to be checking my main account to see that I freaking am slowly unfollowing people. Anxiety, but let me push through. I'm still dealing with the anxiety of unfollowing everyone. I'm down to 480. Let's go down to 460. 1, 2, 2, 3. I think another thing is you're holding and you're trying to keep options open. There's like girls that I'm following, potential business people that I'm following, and by following them, I feel like I'm keeping that option open and the option there for when I want to slide in, I'll slide in. But I think that's exactly why I need to unfollow everyone. It's crazy. Like Instagram gives you, like there was a profile I haven't checked in on a while, and the moment I clicked on it and I saw all the different things that person was doing, I was just flooded with this information of their life. I think that's why Instagram is so unhealthy. You're constantly living and going through someone else's life, and you don't realize that the image that they crafted on Instagram is a facade. That's just their highlights. That's their best moments. They could be literally depressed right now, but you're sort of like, you're depressed watching their highlights. And now both of you guys are depressed. All right, I'm down to 460. I'll keep slowly chipping away at that. Let's clear some emails, and then I think I might prep the selling for this shirt. That's what I needed to do. So the first thing I need to do is I need to weigh the shirt. So it's 170, so that'll make things cheaper. That brings it down to 23, yeah. Under 250 grams makes it a bit cheaper. It's going to go all the way to UK. England. Very cool. So let me go ahead and get some wrapping paper to wrap it in. Be right back. And I just realized that whole time my microphone was off. But I was just saying how the printing got cut off, so I had to reprint it. So here's the new postage label that I just paid $23 online for. And let me go ahead and put together this postage. So here's the shirt. Let's just fold it nicely. Yeah, it's so cool. I bought this in the Philippines on Bacolod, like the street markets. I can't believe I sold it for $50. That's pretty cool. Fold it 3 ways. Put it in this package. And go ahead and tape it up. Testing, yep, the microphone's working. And get package number 2. Make it inside out. hide the previous or shipping address to reduce confusion. Put it in upside down. Since the post office is now closed, I'll do it tomorrow, and I'll post off my tax return while doing it. Glad I got my tax return done. That was stressful. I feel like this daily vlog, it's forcing me to just slowly get on top of everything. Like I'm slowly catching up on the backlog of content I have. I recently today, just as you saw, organized my home, threw out a bunch of boxes, created a new system for that. I finally got the guts to just unfollow everyone on my business Instagram account and just like have it 0 following. I'm in the process of doing that. I haven't finished that yet. Cool. Let me double check the label. Cool, looks good to go. So I'll just give it to them like this. Alright, that's done. On the surface, it could look like I'm cutting everyone off with the unfollowing, the not replying. I'm just focusing on building the foundations for me so that I can show up more for people, show up more for my friends, do the complete opposite, go deeper and be there and be the best version I can for all the people that are near and dear for me, in me, or the people that are near and dear to me. If you've been following the vlog on a daily basis, you see that on day 2 I was contemplating if I should spend $250 to buy a bunch of olive oil and textured vegetable protein. And I was like, you know what, let me just wait until an opportunity to spend. And then Woolworths recently opened up a cashback deal where you can get 25% back, which is massive on a $100 spend. So it's a smaller spend amount. As you can see, you spend 100, you get 25% off. So I created a cart with 12 textured vegetable protein, 5 olive oil, and 1 toilet paper bundle because I need more toilet paper, and that equates to $100. And this deal expires in 3 hours. But yeah, I'm able to capitalize fast because I've been waiting, I guess. So another thing I've been waiting on is a deal on a 16 terabyte hard drive, and when that deal comes up, I'm just gonna buy like 5. So don't buy things just because you want to spend money. Create a list and wait when the opportunity comes to buy and get at a good price, strike then. So I like to, have a list of things that I want to buy, and don't buy it then and there. Wait until the opportunity comes and when I really need to get it. Yeah. Testing. There we go. I just spent $103. I don't like spending that much in one go, but logically, if I buy the oil and TVP as I need, as I go, I'll end up buying what I'm buying over the next period of the next 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months, and I won't have saved $25. So might as well do it now so that future Andy is going to appreciate the money he saved and the fact that I don't have to go to the grocery stores multiple times to get it. Yeah, let's plan out today's workout. So I spent the last 15 minutes getting that track cashback and setting it up, storing that data, and opening up some disputes for prior cashbacks that I haven't gotten. Today I've just been thrown with all these side quests that have turned into rabbit holes. Everything from me doing that eBay order and then having to just reorganize my whole wardrobe, to me quickly ordering $100+ worth of groceries to get that cash back because that deal was expiring in 2 hours, me unfollowing all the accounts on my Instagram. These are all things that are not usually part of my routine, but I've just randomly added in just because today ended up being that way. But the silver lining is it's teaching me how to still be sane and normal despite the chaotic nature of today, and know that if I deal with all these chaos today, that future me is going to have less chaos. Future me is going to have a more organized wardrobe, so I'm not going to have to reorganize those things or throw anything into the bin and clear out empty boxes anytime soon. I'm going to have textured vegetable, protein, toilet paper, and olive oil for the next few months, so future Andy doesn't have to worry about that. And future Andy is going to have the clarity and headspace with an Instagram account that follows no one. So yeah, let's work for future Andy. You know how people have that saying like, too busy, I can't respond to you? I literally feel like I have had not a second to breathe today, and I've been that busy where I literally just can't get back to people. It's not fake busy, it's not me trying to pretend. I literally just can't. Like I'm back to back, and there's more important things for me to do than reply to your how are you. Yeah, but it's for the better. Like I'm working on my dream, I'm working on my business. And ironically, people value people that are busy. Like I'm not trying to play hard to get, I'm just honestly busy. And I know that a person that's truly is busy, that person's attractive. Like when someone is so busy that they can't get back to me, it's like, wow, that guy is a G. I'm not trying to create that image. Like I just can't breathe right now. I'm drowning with work, but I'm getting through it. Breathe it out. All right, that centered me. I saw myself just go down this chaotic spiral. Let's get back to work, and let me just not pick up any calls today, maybe. Something I haven't tried before is cutting up garlic, green onion. I have some leftovers from Saturday when I had Raymond over, and I'm going to put it into the rice cooker with the lentils and mix it up. I'm curious if it adds and infuses some garlicky flavor into the rice as it's cooking. And if it works, then it's like, wow, this is a game changer. I didn't know I could like add flavor to rice by simply just putting in green onion, garlic, whatever it may be, onions into the rice cooker and let it cook. Like that's going to be a game changer. So let me try this new idea. I just had the idea. I was like, how am I going to use the garlic and use the green onion? And yeah, let's experiment and see what happens. I'm a big fan of just trying random things. That's how I've like had a lot of my discoveries. Life has truly been testing me. Even the last 2 clips ago, I hit the record button just to realize the mic was off the whole time. And like, yeah, a little frustrating things like that. But I'm learning to, life is giving me an opportunity to practice my patience, practice my calmness. Because that's why I need to get to that next level. Be able to just be peacefully present and in control within the flames, within the fire. And just also enjoy the journey. Like enjoy the fact that I'm like cutting garlic, like see how therapeutic cooking is and just enjoy it. Not try to rush through it. Have faith and know that I have a lot of time. Know that the people that I'm not replying to because I'm busy, they're gonna, it's not the goal, but they're gonna respect me more, ironically, for not being able to get back to them. That is definitely not the goal. Like, I don't care about people respecting me. I just can't get back to them. And if I were to get back to them, that'll be me people pleasing, and that'll be me doing something that I'm going out of my way for them. And ironically, doing so, they're not going to respect me. But I'm just feeling how my brain is just like literally full. Like my brain it's maxed out. So yeah, this is a cool opportunity to test me. I know, just like how I said yesterday, this too shall pass. This is just a momentary chaotic chapter, day, and then tomorrow, the day after, I'm going to go back to being normal. So let's enjoy the chaotic fire and feel the heat, feel the warmth, because this will pass and I'm going to wish for it. I'm going to miss these days, so enjoy these good old days. These are the good old days. So let's not take it for granted, because future Andy is going to be like, man, I wish I was more present. Even though things were not quote unquote good, I wish I was more present because I missed those days. So let's make sure future Andy doesn't feel like that. Because there's been so many times when I was in America, interning at that startup in San Francisco, like I consistently would tell myself, life is good. Like I really took it all in. I didn't take it for granted, and as a result, I'm not really pining to go back. Like I really appreciated it. So there's no regrets. I'm listening to this classical music, or sounds like a tribal song. And it's like, I'm smiling. I'm feeling joy. It's crazy how music can really catalyze a certain feeling of presentness. And I think maybe it's thanks to this podcast, as I'm talking, as I'm saying all those positive things I just said, I hypnotize myself to believe it, and I actually get into a positive state. That's why journaling is so powerful, because you're literally doing what I'm doing over video. Life is good. Sometimes I might think, man, I know my mum wants to go on a holiday trip with me and my sister, or even just me. And she, wants me to just like, hey Andy, you plan it and I just show up. And it's like, man, I don't really, the first thought is like, man, I don't want to go through the effort of planning a trip for my mum. Like it's so much effort. But then I realized that, man, for my whole life, every trip we've been on, my mum just planned everything for me and my sisters. And that the least I can do is reciprocate that. Like, I know mum is just being a bit of a girl, being, oh, you plan everything and then I just show up and I just do whatever you want. And it's like, oh, damn, like, take charge, mum, you're an adult. Or like me wanting to be like, mum, you tell me what you want to do and then I'll follow along. But like, when we were kids, on the holiday trips, we didn't go on many, like once every 4 years, 3 years. Like mum would plan everything, the accommodation, how to get there, like everything. So I do want to return that favor to mum. Give mum that. My friend Ed, he has a strategy where every year he gives his mum one trip and he plans that one trip, and anytime his mum wants more, it's like, sorry, I'm busy planning that one trip of us together. I think I need to do something similar for my mum. Give her one trip every year, something that she can look forward to. I think there's a story of Tony Robbins' stepdad where he was about to die, and the doctor was like, hey, your stepfather has, 12 months left, and he was like, do not tell him. And then every year he just told his stepdad, hey, this year we're going to go to Disneyland, next year we're going to go to Hawaii. He kept just stacking things that his stepfather could look forward to. And as a result, his stepfather just kept living past that expiry date. And then the unfortunate thing is the doctor accidentally was like, oh, I can't believe you're alive. You're supposed to die like 2 years ago due to your cancer. Upon hearing that reality, the dad died. But I was just trying to say, it's like, if I give my mum things to look forward to in the future, it'll keep her young, it'll keep her excited. Right now she has the Europe trip to look forward to that Tiffany's going to take her on. So after that trip finishes, then I'll dangle, put a carrot for the next trip. Give mum something else to look forward to. So right now I'm just cutting the garlic and I'm going to put it into the rice cooker. It'll be the first time that I'm trying something like this. It'll be cool if like the garlic flavor infuses into the lentil, because I'm cooking lentils instead of rice. So let's like make it very fine so that infusing could happen. And then after that, I'll start exercising. It's going to be, my AI coach gave me a short 40-minute sort of stretching night, which is good. It'll help me, because I told it how I was not that motivated, pretty tired. So yeah. All right, cool. Let me put this in. And then the next thing I'm going to cut up is the green onion. Yeah, here's the garlic that I just chopped up. Put it into the rice cooker. There we go, it's going in. All right, it's in. All right, let's cut the green onion. These are the leftover ingredients from the dinner night with Raymond. Making use of it. Okay, let's wash the green onions first. Starting to recharge. I think there's some truth to the rule of that I came up with last night, how when you just sit with your thoughts, that's what you're forced to do when cooking, unless you're listening to a podcast, which I'm not doing though. When you process different thoughts, different ideas, and you just sort of sit there in silence, your willpower is recharging. And I guess I'm feeling that right now. Hey Siri, pause. So on that note, let me just even pause the classical music that I'm playing. Just really embrace the silence. Yeah, I feel like I'm slowly recharging as I'm doing this, which is beautiful. So these are the green onions that I'm cutting. I'm a bit backlit, so you can't really see what I'm showing you. Alright, now the green onion has been cut. Put it into the pot. Ooh, I'm very excited to see how if it adds a lot of flavor to the lentils. And I'd want to try this with rice. So when I have guests over, instead of just cooking plain rice, maybe I could mix the green onion into the rice cooker. Add that extra flavor. This could be my own secret hack. Okay. There goes in the green onion. It's cool how I'm learning. Like by trying these random things, this is where I learn the most. Like I have these hypotheses that I just come up in my brain. It's not something I've seen on TikTok or YouTube. And I give it a try. And usually the results shock me. And if it doesn't work, at least I've tried and I learned something new. So I'm putting in some water now. Okay, cool. So put the rice cooker in the cooker. Pour in the water. Oh, I'm excited for this. And then let me stir it all up. Infuse it all. I'll show you what it looks like. Well, let me mix it first. Oh, it's like a broth. Wow. Yeah, I'll show you. Okay, let me get the camera. I was worried the microphone wasn't on, but I'm glad it's on. There it is. So there's lentils, green onion, and garlic. Lid on and make it cook. Okay, I'm very excited for this. I want to figure out more interesting ways to cook rice and use a rice cooker in general. Like I feel like rice cookers are underrated. Like I feel like it's a mix of a slow cooker with a pressure cooker with an infuser. I feel like you can do all those things in this one little $10 rice cooker. So we'll see how that works out. So I've just been exercising in silence, just feeling it. Like I have a headache, mental exhaustion, tired. I'm just feeling it as I exercise, embracing it, not fighting it, not listening to music, trying not to check my notifications. And I know this is going to pass. I just need to feel it, embrace it. It's crazy. I was going to say it's been such a long day, but I guess it has been. I did quite a bit today. Quite a lot of willpower spent. A lot of anxiety, a lot of things that I don't want to, such as I think just the one out of the 3, 4, 5 things I did today, the simple decision of like unfollowing everyone on Instagram, it's like, wow, that's a big, big step. Like who does that? Who follows no one on Instagram, especially when they have 10,000 followers? And they know so many sort of, well, I guess it's more to me, like I know I'm like unfollowing a lot of like really successful people that follow me back. So much anxiety, but I already unfollowed like 150 people. There's no backing down now. It's crazy. I was thinking, if I unfollow everyone, how will I have people to do activities with? How will I get invited? But like following people on Instagram has nothing to do with making friends and getting invited to things. Yeah. It's crazy how your mind works. When you're in anxiety, it just makes up all these ridiculous sort of objections that totally don't make sense. I was just thinking about how I'm literally going to be a different person after I go through this journey. The version of me that's going to come out of this difficult fire I'm currently in, the person that is going to be walking out of the flames is going to be a completely different person. And that different person has a shot at attracting my dream partner. The current version of me doesn't have a shot. Like I have to be a completely different person to get that person I'm dreaming about, that perfect person that I can spend the rest of my life with. It's going to require a different version of Andy to attract. Yeah, I'm just thinking of how a bunch of things are coming together this month. Man, August is going to be a big, big month. I'm excited, man. Where am I going to be at the end of this month? That's just like, it can be anything. Like who am I gonna be by the end of this month? All right, let's keep stretching. Man, I'm unfollowing people that I met randomly in Cairns, randomly during my travels, people that I might be able to connect with if I went to Germany. But like the thing is, if I go Germany, I'm not gonna hit this girl up. I'm gonna probably travel on my own. And I know that the traveling I do on my own versus hitting up that friend, the version where I'm just traveling on my own leads to much better, much more epic adventures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I'm unfollowing this mum that I met in the middle of Australia that saved me. But like, when am I ever gonna do anything or like hit her up? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And I'm unfollowing people that I really respect and look up to as well. Damn. How the hell do I follow 400 people? That is just insane. 500, 600. Getting through it slowly. Side note, the lentils mixed with green onions and garlic has finished. And it looks freaking delicious. Okay, let's turn it off. I tried a bit and it tastes so freaking nice. It's like, here, I'll try it again. Like it's infused into it. That's actually so good. Like I could just eat that on its own. Wow, that's delicious. Imagine that with rice. I might try that with the rice cooker next. When I cook rice, put in green onion and garlic and mix it up and cook it like that. Man, it's delicious. I'm like tasting a bit of garlic chunks. Wow, I'm glad I tried that out. Because yesterday I set the foundation and I was practicing not checking all my notifications, checking and refreshing TikTok, Facebook, YouTube to see if I've gotten more views. Today I find it easier to not do that. So it just shows that the first day is hard, the next day gets easier, the day after that gets easier and easier and easier. Like I'm looking forward to trying to eat dinner in silence. Like I'm not gonna watch anything. I'm gonna eat dinner in silence, talk to you. I actually need more content because I'm running out of content to post. But yeah, I'm gonna eat dinner in silence again. And I need to, because I need to process all this anxiety. Today has been like a dragon that I've been slaying. It's been a dragon of a day that I'm slowly slaying. I'm chipping away at it and I'm surviving. I'm not broken yet. I haven't snapped. I'm still doing my routine. I'm exercising. I'm not doom scrolling and lying, just turning into a potato. Usually when I'm put with so much pressure, I usually crumble and I lie on the couch and I doom scroll. But that hasn't happened yet. I'm still on schedule. So the dragon hasn't defeated me yet. Let's keep pushing through the day. It's such an honor to have a life that is so vast, how no day is the same. Every day is unique, every day is different. Like how lucky am I? Most people have a pretty consistent 9 to 5 where every day looks the same. And basically the week ends up being a blur, but for me, every day has its own set of challenges. It's like I'm defeating a different monster on a daily basis. Today's a dragon, yesterday was an ogre. Yeah, such a cool life. And that's probably why entrepreneurs grow so much. You're literally doing so much, doing so many different things as well. The exercise, I do feel a bit more recharged from that. Like I napped as I lied down and had my legs elevated. That was like an 8-minute power nap, dreamed a bit. So I felt like my willpower went up a bit and I wasn't doom scrolling much during that workout session. It was a strict 49-minute, 50-minute workout, a lot of stretches, and I plan to do the same thing for dinner, just eat in silence. 7:19. I feel good. I'm starting to come through outside, out of this sort of dark tunnel. Let's post some reels. I also did some unfollowing. I'm down to 420 following. So yeah, let's keep unfollowing accounts, get it down to 0 or just 1. I'll follow my podcast. I'm just being highly graceful with it. Like I'm just slowly, gracefully moving through life.
You or me? Well, for us.
Yeah. Slow and steady, gracefully attacking it, recharging it. The version of me that's going to get through and defeat this dragon of a day is going to be a different Andy. The version of me at the end of this month is going to be a different Andy. Have you ever caught up with an old friend, super excited to share the new person you've become, only to, for whatever reason, that end up not happening? Like you show up and you're not this new healed version of you, like somehow the conversation just doesn't flow the way you want it. What is happening is that the person, that old friend you're talking to, they are projecting and imagining that they're talking to the version of you 2 years ago. And because of that projection, they're squeezing you back into that old box. And as you're just being the new person you are, they're fighting it. They're like, this is not you. Like you're supposed to be lonely. You're supposed to be depressed. And they start giving you advice. And it's like, dude, like, why are you giving me advice on something that I've solved and I no longer have problems with? So what can you do to avoid this from happening? When you catch up with old friends, be present. Meet them where they are. Smile. Don't try to go into the core trying to prove that you've changed, you've grown. If you do that, it's gonna splash back in your face. Don't try to prove that you've grown. Don't try to prove that you are no longer the old person you used to be. Instead, show up with a smile on your face. Have no expectations. Don't try to impose any new lessons that you've learned in life, and just meet them where they're at. Remember, when you catch up with people, you're catching up for them. If you really want to just be yourself, that version of you is saved for your soulmate, your partner, or your own journal. Sometimes I feel unproductive, but I forget that today I reorganized my wardrobe, my house, threw out a bunch of boxes, I've done so much today. But like it's 7:46 and I'm like, oh, today doesn't feel productive. But it was freaking productive. I can't believe it. Yesterday I filmed 43 plus 20, so it's 70 gigabytes of content yesterday. That's how much I was talking, and it was just me. Yesterday I wasn't talking with any friends, it was just me yapping the whole day. And I got that much content. Damn. Because I was running out of content. I think tomorrow I'm going to wake up to a lot of clips. When you have so much going on, you're forced to just focus on what matters. It reminds me like when you're in that flight or fight mode, all of a sudden your body gives all its resources to what you need, whether it's oxygen intake, muscle, sort of flexibility, whatever you need to survive. Your body puts all its resources to that. So right now my body's putting all its resources to just focusing and not sort of getting distracted and not stressing. I'm realizing how impossible it is to balance everything from fitness to relationships to family to work to hobbies to different friend groups. Like everything I do, like now that I'm maxed out, everything I do takes away from something else. So I think that's the metaphor and trend for today's vlog, how I realized that my wardrobe got so full that I couldn't do some rearranging, I couldn't optimize, I couldn't prioritize. Like I had to completely shift things, move things into a different area and throw away boxes. I had to give something up. And I realized that as I'm messaging my friend Raymond, he was like, oh, this isn't the usual Andrew I know. Like, you're so responsive. But the thing is, me responding to him, there were like 2 other good friends I couldn't get back to, and I'm putting my energy in replying to Raymond. So every friend I spend time with, that means another friend loses time with me. Now, the solution that I've been thinking about is sort of just learning to ride the wave. Like I was, based on the messages Raymond was sending, like I just felt like talking to him. I had motivation to reply to him. So I replied to him, whereas the other 2 messages was just like, I'm not really feeling it right now. So riding the wave and doing what I feel like. And I don't know if I want to give up exercising. Right now I don't really want to give it up, so I'm going to keep doing it because I enjoy it. But doubling down on things I do enjoy and doing less. For example, you know what I'm doing less of? I'm doing less outreach to brands. I'm doing much less of that. I'm just focusing on creating content, posting content. Yeah, that's crazy. In order for me to organize, post, clear the backlog of content, I had to give up on doing outreach to brands. Like I can't do both. I literally don't have time. I'm literally working every minute of the day. When I sort of looked at friends like Ed, where he had 2 different friend groups and he was just torn. It was just so hard for him to balance both. I'm starting to understand it at a different level compared to a year ago. Like I really see that, hey, you can't have both. Spending time with one group will mean you lose the other group. You can't have both. Now sort of when I think of my mentor Tony, like how does he balance everything? I think he just sort of gets what needs to be done. He enjoys life. He gets back to people when they need it and when they urgently need him. He's removed any of his people-pleasing side, which I still have. Like I feel bad for not getting back to these people. I feel like there's a need to get back to these people, but he's removed that. He's like, hey, I don't need to do anything. All I need to do is just focus on what matters and what is currently urgent at this given time. And I think that's what I'm starting to roll into. Because if I'm carrying all the responsibilities that are on my shoulders, the person that I need to pace for today's run, the person that wants to run with me, the person that wants to reply, the person that's checking in, if I'm carrying all that responsibility of like, man, I'm letting these people down, it's heavy weight on my shoulders. Where I want to implement what I learned from Tony, where he just cuts those things out. Those are not things I need to do. Those are not important. He just cuts it off. If he wants to reply to them, then he'll reply to them when he wants to. Yeah, that's what I've been thinking about. But yeah, this is day 2 of eating in silence. I'm going to eat in silence, think more, process these thoughts I've been thinking about, and I'll record again. I see the value of eating in silence. Throughout this whole day, I've not had a chance to just sit and just let my brain rest and decompress and just think about things. Only when you're eating in silence, driving in silence, can that happen. Because when I'm working, when I'm doing chores, like, I'm not really this. Like, I'm not forced to just sit with my thoughts like I am now. I was just thinking of how all these challenges I'm going through when it comes to people pleasing, balancing life, prioritization, if I should continue exercise, like all of these unique questions I have that are particular to me. There isn't any YouTuber, any person I can watch and listen to, they'll have the answer for me. Everyone has an answer for their unique circumstances, and their circumstances is going to be different to mine and yours. The best knowledge and education I can have is through journaling, through self-discovery, through talking, through trying different things. Like, as you can see over the last few days, I've been trying so many different things and I'm having so many discoveries, and I learned way more talking to myself over the last 5 days than I could from watching 30 hours of Jensen Huang interviews, the founder of NVIDIA. This has been way more productive, talking to myself. Life has been very similar to eating this fish. When I first ate this fish yesterday, I was like, man, this is so difficult to eat. There's literally a bone in every single bite I have. I don't know what fish this is, but there's bones everywhere. But as I've been slowly working at it, I can see the structure of the bones. I can see the different sliver of meats that I'm able to pull out. I'm just like patiently, slowly, I can't really talk while I'm eating, but slowly figuring it out. And now I'm seeing the patterns in the bones, the patterns in the meat. I can just like rip out a slither of meat that is boneless. That's life, this puzzle. You slowly chip at it. At first you're like, nothing's working, but you push through, you keep trying to eat it, you're trying to understand it, you look at different angles, and eventually you see patterns. You start like, oh wow, I just ripped off this sliver and it's just all bones, and probably just have to throw it away. Yeah. Thanks to the headspace I've gained from eating in silence, it sort of gave me the idea to call my mum. Let me go ahead and call my mum. Just because I know she's tired, so I want to just see she's okay. So yeah. Hello mẹ.
Hello Bi,
Yeah chưa? Yeah safe chưa?
mẹ nhà mẹ đâu đi đâu rồi vậy?
Mẹ walk to Sefton.
Bi mới sao mày về ra con? Mày
Okay,
về
yeah.
ăn cơm. Mày vô nằm ngủ rồi.
That's good. Just check mẹ health feel better. Still mệt hả?
Ok, không về cho xong rồi thôi, từ từ nữa làm gì hết mệt.
That's okay. Alright. Đi ngủ đi. Yeah, that was a quick check-in with my mum. Andrew sent me a random funny photo of horny goat weed. I'm gonna send him a photo of the fish bones. I was just thinking of the consequences Andrew Tate is going through when he has 10 baby mamas, 50, 100 supercars, a super giant mansion of a house. He has all these expenses. Like, his lifestyle is so hard to maintain, and that must add a ton of stress on your shoulders. I think that's what Gary Vee says. Happiness comes from not overextending your lifestyle. Like right now, the stress I have is maintaining all my editors. Like I've stretched my lifestyle where I have all my editors doing all the editing. That's part of the lifestyle I have, where I can just film content and they do the editing. As a result, that weight is on my shoulders. So I guess I want to get to a point where all my monthly expenses can be covered with 5% interest payments from investments I have. And I can basically live for free. I think that's a good motto to live by. But until then, I think I just have to keep going all in until I can build a bankroll that large. But I need to make sure I don't fall into lifestyle creep, because lifestyle creep is what causes stress and anxiety. The stress of losing what you've now got, the stress of maintaining what you now got. If you live a simple lifestyle, you're much, much more happy. I think that's why Gary Vee's pro is so happy. If he lost everything, his family will be safe, his kids will be safe, he will be covered. Yeah, I guess he does have the weight of employing all his employees, but I guess that's a different type of, the responsibilities of looking after all your team members is a different type of stress. If not, it doesn't really feel like stress, it feels like a responsibility versus the stress of maintaining a lifestyle. I really like my rule of only send messages where if that person didn't reply, you'd feel totally content and you won't have any anxiety. Like sometimes someone would message me and I don't really know what to say, and I'm replying just because I don't want to leave them hanging, and then they don't get back to me and I get pissed. I'm like, what the hell, I went out of my way, out of my busy day to reply to you even though I didn't want to, and now you're not replying to me, what the hell? So my rule of only send a reply that you're happy to get ghosted on solves that problem. And if you can't think of any message that if you sent and you got ghosted on would make you sad, then don't reply to that person. Yeah. I was just thinking of how this daily vlog, you're watching the creation of someone. This Andy Mai that everyone now sees in 2050, this is how he was built. This is how he was made. Yeah. The building, the becoming of Andy Mai. That's what this series is basically about. Showing that growth, that journey. Let me send a message. I'm teaching I'm applying what I preach. I'm crafting a message that if I got ghosted, no emotional feelings whatsoever. Only send messages that you're willing to get no reply to on. Another thing I'm layering on top is that you wanna, because I have a good ability to read people, I can also read the version of me that they'd respect the most. There's the version of me that they think is, oh, that's adorable of Andy. There's a version of me that, oh wow, I really respect Andy there. There's a version of like, wow, Andy is coming off like a needy friend here. There's a version of like, whoa, he's giving too much. This is like suffocating me. And obviously each person has different limits for that. So I'm getting better and better at, okay, which version of me does this person respect? And sort of do that. Obviously this is way more tiring than just being me, but being me with everybody, it's not good because I'm such a unique individual where being me means I'm going to upset 99% of people. So yeah. The reason why you want to focus on putting yourself out there through content marketing and just doing so much of it, put all your energy on that and wait for opportunities to come inbound, because the inbound opportunities, they know exactly who you are, the type of content you create. So when they come inbound and they want you to work on their business and create content for them, or they want you to sponsor their brand, whatever it may be, you can just keep doing what you're doing and they'll be happy for that. Whereas when I go outbound and I'm like, hey, do you need help with your content? They're not gonna be happy with the system I've created for myself. They're gonna want different style, they want maybe more professional, more scripted, whatever it may be. They'll have a different tone for it. And because I went outbound, I have to accommodate them. If they reach out to me and be like, hey Andy, I love what you've been building, can you do the same thing for my company? I can simply just copy and paste what I'm currently doing for them, and I don't have to change a thing, and they'll be happy because they reached out to me. They discovered me through that. So all my outbound pitching, pleading for sponsorships, all that energy should just be put towards just content creating, and attract opportunities where I can just, like, they're hot, warm leads. I don't have to sell or convince. I noticed that when I send messages that I'm willing to get no replied to, I'm not anxiously checking my notifications. Because if, like, I'm not like, because previously I'll send messages that I'm like, I'd want a response to, and as a result, you're constantly just refreshing your phone, checking to see if you got replied to. But when you send something that's like, hey, if the person doesn't reply to this, I feel fine, then you literally, I have zero anxiety to check my phone. I just noticed that the morning anxiety is starting to fade off a bit, which is good. Maybe because I'm recharging, eating in silence. I still have to unfollow another 400 people. I wish I could just rip the band-aid off and follow them all at once, but I think Instagram might flag me, so I'll go do it slowly. But it's good. It's forcing me to deal with extended anxiety, extended overthinking, and hopefully, you know what? If I know that I can either just go through this with a lot of anxiety versus not, let's choose the option not to. Let me just, like, fuck it. I don't care if people upset, angry, they notice I unfollowed them, now they're questioning why I did, and they're gonna send me a message. Ignore all that. Fuck it. Just let me, if I know that's the pain I'm gonna put myself through over the next 2 days as I'm unfollowing more and more people, let me just cut to the chase and feel all that now and just stop it. Because there's a version of me that can go through this where I'm just unfollowing people, 20 people every 2 or 3 hours. And I'm like, whatever, it is what it is. I'm doing the same thing. The outcome is the same. The outcome and the end result, it's going to be the same no matter if I stress and have anxiety versus I just detach and don't really care. So if the outcome is going to be the same and my emotion isn't going to change the outcome, might as well just be peacefully go through this sort of unfollowing, clearing of my Instagram. And I'm so glad I've invested in these mics. These are such a game changer. Thank you, Past Andy. Like, I remember Past Andy thinking, man, is it worth buying these mics? Because I'm not going to use them much. Now I freaking use it every single freaking day for the daily vlog. So everything happens for a reason. All those uncomfortable decisions that current Andy is doing, future Andy is grateful that he did it. So, let's keep making those uncomfortable decisions. When you have a business that's solely to make money, you're doing things that you don't really want to do, and as a result, you have to distract yourself with entertainment, with girls, with social media, doom scrolling, addictions, alcohol, gambling, whatever it may be, and that's sort of your escape. And I guess that makes up for the lucrative lifestyle you've built for yourself from doing something that you don't enjoy. Versus when you're doing something you love, for example, me, content creating, because it's so hard to make money and it's such a difficult task, you end up having to do it all day long just to make ends meet. But since it's something you love, it doesn't feel like you're doing work all day. And you don't really need to gamble, girls, alcohol, drugs, whatever, like escapes, raves, whatever it may be, because you love what you do. You're happy just doing it all day long. Because yeah, I realize like there's a lot of successful entrepreneurs that make a lot of money and they sort of put in the hard work. It's not something they love to do, but they do it because they want to make money. They're like on social media, they're doom scrolling, they have addictions. And I think that's the cost of making a lot of money doing something you don't enjoy. In order to keep that up, you have to have all these vices. But if you're able to do something you love, you don't need vices because you're already getting dopamine and satisfaction and happiness from doing the thing that you love. Be the person that people respect. Don't be the person people like. It's better to be respected than liked. There's a lot of people-pleasing, likable things you can do that makes you a liked person. But most of the times you're going to have to do the complete opposite if you want to be a respected person. A person that's respected will have a long-term relationship with that other person, whereas a person that's liked, that relationship is going to come and go. And then it will usually disappear and not exist. So be the person people respect, not the person people like. I realize that when you have so much anxiety happening due to work or whatever it may be, you are maxed out on the anxiety sort of stat where you literally can't take on any more anxiety. You avoid anything else that might give you anxiety. And as a result, you start just doing things that you want to do, replying to those who you want to reply to, say things that you want to say, and just moving in a way where like, hey, I'm already maxed out on anxiety. Like every decisions I now make can't give me more anxiety. And as a result, you end up making very, very good decisions. Got a call from Raymond. Yo, yo.
On the first day, you have to make sure that you're going for the hug to show that you're a sexy, you're a touching guy. You have to make sure that the girl realizes that you like touching them.
Nice.
Would you like to sign up for some dating coaching? Limited time only. You have some dating anxiety problems because you're kind of approaching your hometown.
Nice. What's happening, Raymond?
What are you eating, bro?
Lentils.
I thought you're done eating.
Yeah, not. I'm like basically, yeah, nearly done.
Lentils. Oh yeah. Nice. I was just fucking with you. That was just some of the dating. Because he has some modules. I was just going through that earlier, like learning some of the stuff.
Nice. I agree with what he says about, but I feel like I just usually play it by ear. I can tell when a girl's just a bit like guard up, and if her guard's up, then I'm not gonna go in for the hug upon like the first date. I'll just match her energy.
Yeah. I agree. Yeah. What do you think? What do you think of this girl? This girl's very direct. She's so direct.
Is she a gold digger?
gold digger. No, I don't really get those vibes. She's like second year law commerce at UTS, and you can.
Nice.
Okay, you're like a second.
Is she fob?
You can. No. She's like from Hong Kong, but like ABC basically.
Okay.
You can find her on Insta. Like I kind of stalked her on Insta. You can see a photo of her as well if you're curious.
Send the profile over and I'll click on it.
I don't. Oh, yeah, I haven't taken. It's not public, but.
Oh. Screenshot the profile, open the profile photo and then screenshot it and send it over.
Okay. Let me find it. Okay.
Wow. I was like, that's quite direct for like an ABC 20-year-old girl.
19.
19, yeah. That's pretty direct. Yeah.
She's so. She kind of gives me boss bitch vibes, like kind of like that, like.
Okay.
Very direct. And I don't know if you saw my message about.
By the way,
about.
I'm vlogging at the moment, Raymond. I'm vlogging. Say hi to the vlog.
Hi. I guess future girl. Oh wait, what is she gonna see this? I guess if she follows my account, she might see it.
But then, unless she follows me, but she probably doesn't know who I am.
Who cares if she says fucking? She can see it if she wants to. There's plenty of fish in the ocean.
No.
You hear that? Get that vlog. If this day doesn't work out, that's fine. There's plenty of fucking fish in the ocean, guys.
So Raymond is going on a date with a girl that he cold approached in town hall. How did it happen, Raymond?
I was just like walking up and down the street. You know the Thai fat finger, the 1-to-1 playground. There's like that street. Anyways, I was walking there, and I walked past this girl, and I'm like, oh, she's like got a nice outfit. And I'm like some gym outfit, and like some revealing busty gym outfit. Okay, no, not busty. Scrape that. I'm joking, guys. Just like an outfit. I'm like, approach. I'm like, yo, what's your name, bitch? I want. I'm like, yo, excuse me. This is really random, but I want to come over and say hi. I thought you got a nice outfit. And then she was like, oh. And then she actually responded really well to it. Like, she was very confident. I was like, oh wow, you're really confident. She was receptive. And she was like, oh, I'm really glad you did this. A lot of guys don't do this these days. Like, you guys should do it more often.
Wait, so
like,
you just said,
okay.
oh, nice outfit, and then she was like, oh, thank you. Is that what happened? Is her name Lulu?
Yeah,
Is it Lulu?
Yeah, you found it?
Lulu, okay. That's so your
Lulu.
type.
Lulu, what do you mean?
Is it the one with the black sort of lingerie dress looking thing?
Yeah, that's her.
Okay,
That's her.
yeah, okay, understood. Cool. Alright, continue the story.
Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe you can follow her so you can suss out her profiles. I actually saw her walking the city again today when I was doing approaches. But I didn't say hi, but I saw her. Like around town hall. I saw her.
Nice.
But anyways, we chat and stuff, and then what do you do? Second year UTS Law Commerce, lives in the city. She's like, oh, what do you do? She's like, do you finance? I'm like, no, I don't do finance. He's like, I do law, I do tech sales, 25, blah, blah, blah. A lot of good, it was like good banter. And like, this is where I think, I don't know if this is a red flag, but she's like, I was like, oh, so what's your schedule like? She's like, oh, I'm a very busy girl. Shows me her calendar, and I'm like, oh, do I have to book in your calendar? Do I send you a Teams invite? He's like, yeah. Just by the way, this is all banter. Keep this in mind. And he's like, oh, yeah, send me a calendar invite. I'm like, yeah.
Alright, I'll just give you my
resume
read.
as well?
I'll just give you my read. I think
Okay.
that is
Just give it.
a sort of facade, and once you get to know her and once you gain her trust, she's completely open for you and you can catch up with her whenever you want. And she's not that busy.
Yeah.
Like, it's all like a persona, it's all like a facade. Like, she's not Like once you gain her trust, then like she's fine. She's not going to be busy for you ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I guess I know where I'm going with this is like I was like I don't think he's that busy, but like I was worried because like you know how I've like read that kind of red pill kind of shit, like red pill stuff. It's like you've got to make sure you got to prove your value, you got to qualify the girl, you got to put yourself above her, that kind of thing. And I was just like, oh, like should I be saying stuff or should I be like disqualifying her? Like those kind of things.
Probably
Like,
not.
that shit is poison. I'm not gonna follow.
Yeah, I don't think
I'm not gonna
so.
follow that
I
kind of
think you just
stuff.
have to like
So
just gain her trust, be like a good guy, and then her, the sort of high position, the high angle, the her being a boss bitch, that's gonna fade as she starts trusting you and starts relying on you and letting you be the boss.
yeah. That was just the initial impression, but I'm like,
And then if you
yeah.
get defensive and you're like, and I think it's only insecure guys that would get offended by that type of girl.
Oh, yeah. I didn't get offended at all. I just played along with it the whole time, and we just laughed.
Yeah, I just
I'm like,
think in
I don't
general,
care.
like all those
Yeah,
red pill sort of guys, like I feel like those guys are like low key, like they'll be like, oh,
insecure.
I don't like what's her name, Kylie Jenner, because she's such a boss bitch and she's a hoe, blah blah. But they're just insecure that Kylie Jenner is a billionaire, and they're not, and they're intimidated by her,
Deep down, deep down.
and they'd rather go for the
Yeah,
easy 18-year-old girl.
yeah.
Yeah. But nice. So you have a date on Saturday night, Caterpillar.
Saturday night, 8 p.m. Originally gonna be Yochi. She's like, let's not do Yochi. I go to Yochi with my friends. That's not a first date. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, okay.
Pretty
I
funny.
got this bar. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
She's pretty. I like her. It's pretty dark. It's kind of sassy. Some
Nice.
sass to her.
And then, are you guys gonna eat food or is it just drinks? Are you gonna buy the drinks? What's the plan? What do you usually do in these situations?
The plan is, Andy, you should come along. You just sit at the back. Bring your camera, dude. You come along.
Vlog, vlog it for the
Sit at the
guys.
back. Vlogger for the boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, we're not gonna eat dinner. Usually I don't go for dinner because I don't want to spend that much. Just go for drinks. I'll buy her drink. I'll be the gentleman. And she's like only 19 as well. So yeah.
So if it's like say $20 a drink for like each person, like how many drinks are you gonna buy her?
Usually I just do like one drink each. Like
Okay.
we don't actually sit there and keep on drinking. Like usually they only drink
Oh.
like one or two drinks. Like it's mainly for the chat, right?
Yeah.
The conversation and the drinks, and then from there onwards, if it starts dying down, I'm gonna bounce and like usually like, go take them to like opera house or like go for a walk along there, and then like find
Raymond's
like a bench or
moves.
something. Oh shit, I'm giving away my secrets. And then find a bench and then do a smoochie. So yeah,
Nice, nice. All right, I'm happy for
that's
you.
the plan. That's the plan.
How was the call with your accountability partner?
It was good. Yeah, it was good. A lot of banter and stuff as well.
Nice. Andy might watch the vlogs though. Because he follows me on
Oh,
Instagram,
okay.
so he might watch it. Say hi, Andy.
Oh, he does.
I don't know, maybe it
Andy.
doesn't, maybe it doesn't. I'm just saying, just to give you a warning. But keep talking.
Uh, okay, so
Okay, I'll stop the recording. All right, see you guys. Bye, vlog. I have to chat, but we'll only chat for 5 more minutes and then I have to go back to work. Alright, bye.
quick. Yeah.
Well, don't tell everyone because I think like unless they have to check to find out. But I'm just telling you because you're curious. But I'm unfollowing everyone on my Instagram just because I don't use Instagram and I don't there's no reason to follow everyone and it's something I've been scared to do because I'm like, oh, if I unfollow people, they're gonna get their feelings hurt, they're gonna be mad at me, they're gonna unfollow me, like all these objections. And I've wanted to do this for a while, but I've kept being scared of doing it. Like the anxiety, the man, like they're gonna see it, they're gonna screenshot, they're gonna be like, oh, Andy just unfollowed me, what happened? They're gonna reach out and be like, Andy, do you hate me or something? Or like they're gonna be mad, like all these thoughts. So those are the thoughts I've been fighting. And the bad thing is, I don't wanna flag Instagram by unfollowing 500 people in one go. So I'm following like unfollowing 20 people at a time every hour. So it's just
Yeah.
extended pain, extended anxiety.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
been, it's probably one of the hardest things I've done in a while, like the most anxiety driving thing. Like I'm actively,
Yeah.
like I'm unfollowing mentors, people I respect, singers, celebrities, um, girls, different people in different countries that if I went to that country, I'd like to hit them up. Like I'm just, it's so hard. Yeah.
Yeah. It's wow. Well, good on you, man. Good on you for pushing through and doing it.
I'm not finished yet. I think I'm down to like 300. I have another 300 to go.
Oh wow, you still got to go.
Oh,
The people pleasing Andy is just hating this.
I
He's
know.
pushing back.
I was like, I need to preach or do what I preach. Like if Raymond's gone through the tough anxiety of reaching out and doing cold approaches to girls, that for me is pretty easy now. Like let me do something that's uncomfortable. And it's like unfollowing just a bunch of people that like I don't even follow like my following list is already concentrated. So I'm just like unfollowing everyone that like matters. But uh, but I'm pushing through.
Yeah, yeah. Are you are you unfollowing? Is this for like Instagram aura or like just? Are you, do you plan on getting zero
I want to get down.
followers?
I'll probably go down to one. Just follow my podcast. I think.
Which account is this? Is this the main Andy account?
Yeah, the main Andy account. I went from
So
600.
basically, yeah. So basically, you won't see any of your friends' stories and what they're doing.
Correct.
Essentially,
And I
or
already
like
don't.
us.
Yeah, I already don't watch stories already. I don't watch content already. So it's like I just know because people tell me and whatever is important comes to me. But I already don't use Instagram. So the next step was to just unfollow everyone.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's yeah been the hardest part. But I was just listening to the universe and I was like, hey Andy, you should do it, you should do it, you should do it. And I just kept fighting, pushing it back. I was like, oh no, I don't wanna, I don't wanna. But I pulled the trigger this morning and yeah, I've been pretty busy since though. I've been doing other things, but
Yeah,
that's probably the thing that's top of mind.
yeah. Proud of you. Leading by example, we're both pushing through and doing difficult things in our own way, in our
Yes.
own anxiety.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So I was like, if I'm gonna tell Raymond to cold approach girls and that's scary for him, like let me do something that's scary. And to be honest, you don't know anyone that has hundreds of followers and follows zero. Like it's a very rare thing and it's hard. Like if I was like, hey Raymond, unfollow everyone, you'd probably be like, no, I'm not gonna do that because it's hard. But then obviously you probably have a legitimate reason of wanting to follow and see what everyone does. But I'm at a point where I don't even care to see what people do. But I guess yeah.
So is the trigger just like you don't even watch what other people are doing now, and you just want to unfollow all of them? Like
The trigger is the reason why I follow everyone is out of people pleasing nature. I don't really consume anyone's content. I just do it because I don't want to hurt their feelings. And that is something I'm trying to overcome. And by doing this, it's overcoming this giant mountain. Yeah.
this is the this is the people pleasing Andy. This is the people pleasing Andy. This is me.
That's it. That's it. And I think the person that's going to come out of this is going to be a different version of me.
I mean, look, man, you're changing now. Look, you're pissing people off already. You're pissing Annabelle off. You're pissing Sid off. You're pissing everyone around us. Oh wait, this
I
is
don't know
becoming.
about that vlog. Hopefully, I'm not pissing anyone off, vlog.
Oh
That's what
yeah,
Raymond is
yeah.
saying.
Andy, stop pissing off our group.
Oh, hopefully my
Sid,
group loves me.
Marcella.
Hopefully they
What do you have
love
to
me.
say to that, Andy?
I hope that I am being a good friend and that when you need me, I show up when you need and I give more than I take in that friendship.
Good answer. You're saved. Good answer. Good answer. I'll comment in the section. I'll save you, bro.
Nice. All right.
Uh,
I'm going to get back to work
Alright.
now. Good
Good
call.
chat.
Good stuff.
Good chat, dude.
And we'll chat soon. Bye.
Yeah, keep in touch. Bye.
Yeah, so that was a chat with Raymond. Cool catch up. I was feeling pretty okay after dinner. That call took a bit out of me, so I feel a bit deflated, but feel much, much better than I wouldn't have had the headspace to talk to Raymond if I was sort of watching a podcast or listening to something, because then I would have been a bit more drained. But now I was able to squeeze that in. I'm still pretty tired though, but yesterday I did work quite a bit. The day before that I slept at 6 a.m. So let's give myself some slack and let's smile and slowly go through the night. Man, as I'm unfollowing everyone, I'm going through the memory lane of how I met all these different individuals. Time flies. I've met so many individuals. Like, it's crazy. I was feeling tired, especially after that call with Raymond and dinner and just the long day in general. And I took like a 10 p.m. nap. I think that was like a 30-minute nap maybe. Feel better. Let's start slowly chipping away at the day. Wow, okay. On yesterday's vlog, I took some photos of this vest that I no longer wear and I'm gonna sell. And there's this like, I tore and scratched and like damaged the back, but I'm gonna list it as customized distressing. I'll sell it for $250. It's gonna be a vintage reversible vest. To be honest, it's like a old, like a school, like a primary school type that you could get, but I'm gonna market it as that. That's the power of marketing. You could turn any old beat up item into like a vintage distressed item and all of a sudden you can sell it for $250. You know, I'm pretty glad I ate in silence for the second night. Like I feel like my brain is more clearer than usual. I feel switched on, even though it's 11:30 p.m. That nap helped, I guess. But I feel really, really good. I do want to probably do less calls with my friends because that takes a lot out of me. I realize that the vlogging is forcing me to get up from my chair, hit the record button, and that itself, it's like I'm adding movement into my work. Two things I need to do now. One, I recorded a video that I'm going to send to my eBay lister. Well, she's my VA, she does a bit of everything. And I'll let her new eBay item to list. Secondly, I'm going to go ahead and upload the results from today's workout to track that. And three, I need to film a video for YouTube, Google API, showing how my app works so they can increase my API quota limits. Here's how I tell AI which segment, because you know how with the apps you can do, the fitness app you can do segments. This is me telling it what segments what so that I can create the data. Segment 9 and 11 is the double leg calf raises. Segment 13 and 15 is the tibialis isometric hold. Segment 17 and 19 is the side lying hip abductions. Segment 21 and 23 is the body weight glute bridges. Segment 25 and 27 is the 2 set of dead bugs. And segment 29 is the elevated legs. So I'll show you how it looks like actually so you can get context. I don't know if I showed it to you before. So here's my workout, AI workout. I put in the workout here. I attach the images of all the data from the workout. And then I attach those images and I ingest it. And then we'll go ahead and use AI and it'll track the data. So yeah. So it put in the report and then it also gives like a coach analysis at the very end, giving me feedback on the results, the heart rate, how I went. Man, as AI gets better and better, coaches, doctors, trainers, physiotherapy, they're all going to become redundant because, man, this is smarter than a human because it has literally 388 workouts from the last 3 years. So it has so much context. As I'm standing up, sitting down to film these, hit the record button and I'm filming these videos, I'm finding myself slowly recharging and waking back up. Something about just talking is like very, very, I guess this is basically therapy, right? All right, let me do my sleep tracking. Track all the stuff I've done in the last 24 hours, how I feel, my mood out of 10, and then we can correlate this to what actions led to the most worked hours, what actions led to the best sleep. Man, eating in silence, I feel like that's doing dinner in silence gives me the energy to really push through these night sessions. Like I feel my brain is clear. Let's check my sleep score. Okay, 83. Whoa! 3 hours and 40 minutes of REM plus deep. That is insane. Wow. Very productive. That is crazy. I think the reading helped last night. I read a lot. There's a correlation with reading and deep and REM sleep. It's so sad. I'm unfollowing people that I met in Mongolia, Korea, a trip in 2023. So much nostalgia. But I don't even talk to them. I don't even watch their content. And like when I go to their country, I'm probably gonna travel and do my own thing anyways. Yeah, Instagram creates this imaginary friendship. It makes you believe you have all these friends, but these are people that you might not ever see in person ever again for the rest of your life. It's pretty parasocial, not real. Down to 280 following, halfway there. I think the feeling is the feeling of just letting go. That's what's happening. I'm literally just letting a bunch of people go. I used to use Instagram as a list where if I wanted to throw a house party, invite a bunch of friends, a bunch of girls, just go through my following list and all the girls that followed me back, just hit them, hey, you're free, and just go through the list. But that era of me is like over. Like I'm not going to be doing that any time soon. Plus, I can always use an Excel sheet if I want to recreate that. Yeah. All right, let's go wash dishes. There's so much pain from all the people I'm unfollowing and letting go on Instagram. hopefully something comes from this. I'm listening to you, universe. You told me to do this, so hopefully it pays off. Like I'm unfollowing close friends, old friends, different people in my network. I just have a feeling potentially that the Andy that comes through this feels a certain weightlessness. I feel like Instagram and following all these people and just trying to hold on to all these people, and I wasn't really maintaining these relationships, but the fact that I'm following them still is sort of maintaining the relationship. Like that would just let go and I could just focus on me and doing what I love and realize that like, hey, all these people, if they're not in my life, they don't matter. It's just random bits on a screen. I was just thinking about Moses and how he sort of gratefully thanked God and trusted God as God gave him so much hardship, put him and his people in the desert, had his people starve and hunger, and now they're blaming Moses. Like all that weight on his shoulders. And we're watching, it's like, wow, that's such a cool story. He's the main character of this story. And then when you're put in that situation where you have all these chaotic things happening to you, you're like sad, you crumble, but realize that, hey, you're the main character, and people that are watching this show that you're putting on, like, wow, that is epic. Like, you're putting on a freaking show for those that are watching you. Like that exhilarating feeling you feel as you watch an anime of the main character, like just train, get bullied, like Naruto, like break his arms, get hurt, get beat up, like all those things. You're watching it and it's like riling you up. But then obviously when you're in that situation and you're actually being Naruto, it's like the worst thing ever. So realize that if you're getting beat up by the universe, one, thank it and realize that, hey, that's a sign that you're being the main character right now. As I'm making this new decision to be the person that people respect, not trying to be nice, not trying to maintain a friendship out of people pleasingness, I find myself having more clarity behind a lot of those maybes. People who are like, oh, this person's like a maybe for my life. Now it's like, you're either clearly in my life or you're not. So the maybe, all the people in the maybe section, they've been now pushed, like now it's clear that I'm like, hey, this is someone that previously out of my people pleasing nature, I would have maybe kept, like I would have replied, I would have maintained that relationship. But now it's like, hey, like you got to fight to be in my life. Today, it's not the volume of work that was tiring or the amount of hours, it's just the mental load. Today was a mental challenge, all the mentally difficult things I've been doing. I'm down to 215 following, nearly at 0, nearly at 1. I'll show you. Man, I was unfollowing like 10 girls in a row. I think I just have so many female friends. I'm down to 215. Like I remember when I threw a house party and just invited like 30 girls to my house. That was fun. Alright, but I'm moving on. I am going to the next chapter of my life, and this is going to get me to the next chapter. I just onboarded a new editor called Mark. He's been going through this trial test periods since the 19th of June. Damn. So that's like 2.5 months. He's just been going through revisions again and again, slowly improving. Like, because I have so many editors now, like I only want the best, and and I put them through rigorous training because once they're onboarded, I sort of keep them forever. So I hire slow and then I keep them for a very, very long time. And I think when they go through such a long process, now they really appreciate the job and they're gonna not take it for granted and they're gonna stay for a long time. Plus, I now know that they can, because they pass a trial test period, I'm confident they can do the actual task because they do the actual task during that trial test period. So yeah, onboarded him. Very, very happy. As I'm now moving to the next chapter of my life, I'm getting clarity behind exactly what I want. People that I know are in that maybe zone, rather than trying to fish to see if something's there in this relationship, I'm just like, hey, take it or leave it. I don't do these dragged on ambiguous conversations where I don't know what's happening. It's like, hey, take it or leave it. Leave it? Cool. Now I can go back and just focus on work and not just be distracted by this ongoing small talk that leads to nothing. The amount of focus I'm gaining is insane, and I sort of need it. So I've literally ran out of post to post. I've posted every post that my editors have made or my AI clippers have made. So within these 10-minute posting breaks, I'm going to start doing outbound. So it's either posting if I literally have nothing to post, outbound. Right now, instead of that, I'm actually going to pay for my car registrations and CTP renewal. So yeah, let me pay for that. And I'm unfollowing some awesome people I met last year in Japan. But I need to remember, just because I don't follow them does not mean I can't still link up with them if I ever meet them or if I'm ever back in Japan. Yeah. Following doesn't mean anything. I can still message them, I can still be friends with them. I need to remind myself of that. By the way, I was trying to pay for my car registration, but I couldn't because I need to call NRMA and see if I can reduce the price, because I just did a price quote and I got a price that's much lower, so we'll see if I can save some money by calling them tomorrow. I just tracked the time as I just finished work. It's 3:32 a.m. Today was a 10-hour day. Pretty solid. So not only were the hours long, but it was mentally challenging. I'm down to 170 accounts that I'm still following. Very, very close to zero. Getting there. I think I'm going to go to zero. It looks nicer than one. Do zero following. Or maybe I should follow my podcast. We'll see how I feel. Alright, let's start reading. Because I was doom scrolling last night, I was doom scrolling just then as before I started reading. And I caught myself because I remember me talking and voicing to you, the camera, to the audience, that I doom scrolled last night, and I remember watching clips and seeing me visibly do that. So I caught myself and I stopped. So it's cool how by voicing the different mistakes I'm making, it reduces the chance of it happening again. So that's why this vlogging is so powerful. Let's get to reading. I'm starting to get very tired. So I'm down to 150, and since I was unfollowing people in order, now I'm following a lot of my current friends, a lot of the people that I've been spending the most time with recently. This is my current circle of friends. So much anxiety. But I'm getting through it. was thinking about the volume of content that I'm going to be putting out there. Man, with AI, it can eventually just recreate me, create a digital Andy long after I'm dead. Like, imagine I do daily vlogging for like 30, 40 years. It can build a pretty accurate, moving version of me with all my facial expressions, my tonality. It could also predict my growth journey if I have enough data points for that. Yeah, pretty cool. Let's keep this up. I'm just currently reading. The book is starting to get interesting. It's a very, very thick book. Very, very word heavy. But I think I've got through all the stats and analytics, and now I'm getting into a chapter where we talk about why and where human gets its violent natures from, and how we decline the amount of violence over time, over the last 2-3 centuries, and what might have triggered that scientifically. There's a saying, if you want peace, prepare for war. So I feel like I'm preparing for something. I guess the outcome is I'm going to get peace, which is beautiful. But I guess I'm preparing for war. Like, whatever the universe has planned for me, I don't know what war looks like, but I feel like I'm preparing for that. But I guess if the goal is peace, I'm going to have to go through war first. All I can be is like Moses in the Bible and just trust God and not fret too much and realize that, hey, I'm the main character. This is normal. Just like go on autopilot and let this main character live this chaotic life and try to just watch my life as a show versus getting too emotionally inside this character of mine and all the dilemmas that the universe is putting me through. So I have to pay off my American Express credit card in a few days. Let's see what's the balance on that. Hopefully it's not too much. Oh, okay. Okay, damn, $5,000. And once I pay that, like, I think that clears my bank account, to be honest. But I guess it's a good thing that, yeah, that will clear my bank. Like, I don't even have $5,000. Oh, I'm gonna go negative. Crazy. Not good. But I guess it's a good thing that I've cleared all my social media clips and posts. So now I can focus on outbound and maybe, even though I don't really want to, lock in some paid sponsorship deals. Because I don't like creating content for other brands and doing what they want. Like, I just want to do what I want and get paid for it. So I want brands to come inbound and be like, hey, I like the way you create content, can create some content for our brand. That's how I like it. People always tell their side of the story where they are the victim. Both the victim and the perpetrator will both be telling the same story in opposite directions, where they're the victim and the other person is the perpetrator. Whereas I think I unhealthily always make myself the victim. You know, I rarely do this, do what I just shared. Like, I rarely play the victim. I always make the other person feel like they're the victim and I'm in the wrong. I take accountability at all times. So for example, let's say I promised to pick up a friend at the airport, but then I change my mind, there's a lot of things pop up and I can't do it anymore. I unhealthily will force myself, rain, hail or shine, make it work because I promised to do so, because I don't want to let the other person down, and I know that the other person is going to be like, oh, Andy promised me, but then he pulled out. Versus the normal approach, the normal person would be like, I promised to do that, but then I had a bunch of meetings and work files I had to put out, so I politely messaged the person, let them know that I couldn't make it 24 hours ahead of time, so that should have been more than enough. They could have just easily got an Uber. Like, that's the normal response most people do. But I just take so much accountability where it's like my fault. I stuffed up. I don't even play the normal act that most people do. It is 4:23 a.m. Just finished reading. I'm exhausted. Time to go sleep. What a productive day. What a hard day. I was gonna unfollow more accounts, but I'll save that for tomorrow. I set up some YouTube videos to upload. I'm stitching yesterday's vlog. Yesterday's vlog is gonna be 100 gigabytes. So I'm curious to see how many clips I wake up to. Hopefully 100 clips. Because I need more clips to post. I'm curious to see how many daily vlogs per viral video. So right now I'm on my 5th or 6th daily vlog, and I'm curious. Yeah, it's basically a numbers game. Every say 10 vlogs, 20 vlogs, 30 vlogs, how many vlogs it is, I'll get one mega viral clip or moment, and it will just be a formula basically. It'll probably be the amount of hours of raw footage. How many hours of raw footage in this format gives me an ultra viral video, and I just scale it and just film more hours every day, hire a full-time filmer, videographer, and just scale this formula out. That's the long-term plan. I was like rushing to bed. I forgot to do a sign off. Good night. Thank you so much for following me. It is the 5th of August, 4:25 a.m. I don't know. This is episode 3, 4, or 5. I can't remember. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.